What up, you people? That was lame. Why was that the opening? Why was that the opening line? Screw it, I've done this 10 times now, but screw it. Just screw it. Hello. Welcome. Again, we're back. Going for a refill dungeon. Let's do this. Yeah. I did not, well... Somehow I'm just not on the ball right now. Ooh, that set him on fire. A great dungeon doesn't even lock its bloody doors. That's locked. I hate these guys here. They're part of the reason I wanted to get the regenerating rings sooner rather than later. Oh. Well, that's annoying. They do need line of sight on you to do that stupid bullshit they do where they lower your health. I don't trust leaving them alive. There we are. Take that. Like, it's such a bullshit thing that they lower your health like that. I don't think anyone I've met has said, "Hey, I like those guys. They're cool." Like, they look interesting. I'll give them that. But that's it. They look interesting. But as far as fun enemies are to deal with, they are not fun enemies to deal with. You can hear growling. It's one of these weird whelpy things. Like, what is that thing supposed to be? It's horrible. And I'm going to kill it because it's horrible. And this one does nothing. It just sort of sits there. I basically just murder it for no reason. This is the way we want to go. This is the way to Amarillo, or whatever the song was, like from like a couple decades ago now. I've been thinking about that a lot lately, actually. All those songs I used to listen to at like school discos, or that used to come on the radio, they're really old now. Like, most of them are like about 20 years old now. I keep thinking, oh yeah, they came out only a little while ago, but I'm like, no, they didn't. Yeah, big time, buddy. Big time. Okay. It just got to me for a minute as well, because I was like, wow, I'm like 25 years old. But I feel so much older when I look back at everything. Like, to me, it wasn't that long ago, like, in my mind, when we were, when we still had, like, those Discmen, what, is that them? The, portable CD player you'd have that you plug headphones into. And it wasn't that long ago that we didn't have touchscreen phones. Like, I was rooting around my desk earlier, and I found my Sony Ericsson Cybershot, a little phone that I had. I think it was the first mobile phone I owned. And that filled me with a weird sense of nostalgia. Like, I miss keypads on phones. Like, I really do. I have huge trouble with touchscreen. Like, I can deal with the minor inconvenience of having to press keys multiple times, or keys being physically small. I can deal with those, I just can't do touchscreen. In fact, the touchscreen issue is why I snapped one of my phones in half at one point. It was one of those Huawei phones. Yeah, I actually snapped it in half because I got too annoyed with it. It kept just not responding properly to my typing. It was interesting, actually. It was at full charge when I did that, and for about an hour afterwards it was smoking. I thought, is it going to catch fire? Because I'm not. I haven't got a fire extinguisher anymore. Long story. Well, it's not really a long story. I kind of broke it, but that was a fun day. So on the one hand, I'm kind of glad I never told my parents who lived in the house with me that I got a fire extinguisher, because I broke it very shortly afterwards. I've been meaning to replace that. And then say, hey guys, I got us a fire extinguisher. And they'll never know. There's a giant there. Look at that. Hold on, we got to admire this, where it's all stretching. Oh god. Anyway, I'm not going to be too cruel to it. You know what? I don't really need this right now. Let's go for... Yeah, back to that ring. I like that ring. I'm torn, because if I drop down now, I can get some stuff. Oh god. Well, first of all, rats. You've got to deal with the rats. But there's not much that way worth getting. We're going to go up this way. And there will be some basilisks to deal with, the cursey frog fuckers, but, you know, they're fairly easily dealt with just by kind of just running away from them. I know they're not particularly threatening, but they're also just not that worth dealing with properly. Need that. Where's the... I cannot be asked to fight this mimic. There we are. Oh, you I will fight. Well, no. Apparently not, because he'll jump away from me. Just going to slowly amble away from them. I feel really slow for some reason. I mean, maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just me. I don't want to leave them alive, to be honest, because they're just going to cause me more problems if they're still breathing. No, they're not. They're just going to aimlessly wander up that way. Okay. You do you, mate. You do you. Yeah. Oh, giant rat. Well, I mean, a particularly giant rat. Like, the other rats are big, but these ones are, like, very giant rats. It's Clifford the Big Giant Grey Rat. That wasn't elegant. I ruined that one. I was going to make a Clifford the Big Red Dog joke. And just to hammer home my inherent immaturity, I almost said Clifford the Big Red Dick. And there wasn't any setup for it. So why did my mind even consider going there? Why did I just tell you that? You didn't need to know that. That was... I am a man of questionable decisions. Look at that awesome purpleness. Ooh, lightning weapon is there, actually. I can get that in a second. We got ourselves a shortcut. Now, there's a titanite lizard there, but I don't know if I want to bother getting it. There's also some enemies around the corner. Let's kill some things. Let's do some jolly murder. If I don't mess that up, obviously. Come on. Like, doesn't give a fuck. Like, yeah, now he gives a fuck. Come at me, bro. So these guys aren't particularly tough or dangerous, like when it comes to actual melee attacks, because they're very readable, and they're very slow. It's just that health thing that you got to worry about, because if they've already done that, you get maybe one hit from them at best. That's if you're lucky. One hit, and you're down. Ooh. Didn't like that, did he? Or that. He does not particularly like fire. There we go. What are you guarding? Simple gem. Okay, cool. Don't really need it, but I've got it. Got my joystick stuck again. Yeah. I'm going to send that back up actually, so that if I get killed here, it's an easy shortcut to use. There's a Lothric Knight there. One of my biggest fears is accidentally pressing the share button wrong again. Because in Dark Souls, you can't really reload a save to undo all the stuff you will have already done. I don't mind admitting that I fully expected that to kill him. I'm pretty sure that corrodes your weapons if you get caught in it. Do you reckon these guys were trying to become dragons and it just did not work out for them? Because that's a thing in this game where things were trying to become dragons. But, yeah. There we go. There's a whole bunch of these dickheads here, but it's not really... I don't like fighting them because it's just a pain to deal with. There are efficient means of dealing with them, but I'm a very impatient person. I'm going to grab this. See how easily that could have gone wrong? There is a way to deal with them. So I'll bring them this way. Your health does stop depleting after a while. Like, it doesn't just go down until it kills you. Okay, so I've lost, like, a couple of them, but it's fine. Usually this works, like... Just sort of get close enough to goad them into an attack, and then they'll fall to their deaths. Cheap? Absolutely. But I'm not the one who put enemies in that lower your maximum HP just by looking at you, so I think I'm the lesser of two dickheads in this scenario. Ooh. There wasn't much point doing that, was there? Fuck you. There we are. Like I said, just luring them away works wonders, because they're not smart enough to not walk down the murder hole. What's that? An ember? I remember. Danny Phantom. Why do I keep making that reference? Again, there's a mimic here. I truly cannot be asked to fight it. Titanite scale there. Nothing amazing, but... You know what would be a bit extra dickish? If they lowered your maximum stamina as well. I was going to say, he didn't seem particularly interested in doing his job there, did he? And there's an NPC you can get in this area, but I'm not going to. Not yet. We're going to come back and get her later. Because if I choose to take this character into New Game Plus, which I might, probably won't record the whole thing again, but I might do it. Yeah, I want to have all the advantages I can get. I've already got the flamey sword, which is good. I say flamey sword. It's not on fire, it's just got the essence of fire. Right, we're almost at the next checkpoint, actually. I was going to swap to a sacrifice for a second there, but I have opted not to, even though I feel like I should. Like, sometimes you can trick this guy into just walking off the cliff as well. Not always. It doesn't always work. Understand that. Some of these cheap tricks do not work as reliably as they could. That was a cheap attack he just did there. I like his spear. It kind of looks like a lance, like a jousting lance, just humongous. That staggered him. He did not like that one. There we go. He has no head. I didn't notice that for the longest time, but those gargoyles don't have heads. They do later, but these ones don't. Almost got to the next checkpoint. Schlomp. 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 Now, we're going to get sad in a minute. We're approaching a sad scene, a very depressing, miserable scene that's going to upset us all. Because, let's face it, who isn't a fan of Laddersmith Gilligan here? Who isn't a fan of this fucking con artist? He's dead. Let's look at him. Yeah, he's proper dead. My guess is someone finally took him to task for selling overpriced ladders. That's my theory on the matter. I can't confirm it. Let's go and get Siegwald. Because that's what we're going to do in this area. That's the main reason to go through the area proper. Should I go back to the shrine for... Yeah. Sorry, I don't plan any of this ahead of time. We'll go back to the shrine first, because I've got Estus shards, I've got souls, I've got undead bone shards. It's really annoying that you can't use your souls and bone shards at any bonfire. Like, the humanity mechanic in the first game was a bit annoying, but being able to manually upgrade your bonfires was fantastic. Ooh, I need to... Somehow these pillows that I sit upon are not as comfy as they used to be. You'd think they'd been supporting my fat ass for too long. I would like to faith this up. I would like some faith, please. I also have souls I can sell, don't I? Yeah. I just forget I have these a lot.
Ashen one.
Be sure to bring me more soon.
Welcome home, Ashes.
I would like to level up again, even though I was just here a minute ago. I bet she's like, oh, for fuck's sake, why are you back? You were just here a minute ago. What did you forget now? Like, she's going to look at me like I'm her husband, and I keep forgetting shit.
Just what needs.
Lord.
Yeah,
give me that.
Where did you happen upon this coal? This is much too dark.
Wow.
I
Racist.
see the abyss in it. Yet, a smith I remain. I won't turn down a request. But forget not. Your fight is for the flame and for your fellow kin, just like mine. A cursed fate this may be.
Hope remains. I wouldn't say so, buddy. We seem to be stuck in a dying world that can't stop dying. A couple of those to use. Well, I'm going to upgrade my blessed one. There we go. Hold on a second.
Prithee, be careful.
Hold on a second. Time the fuck out. We're going to go and grab something. Something I want. Something I need. Oh. I'm going to look at my purple face. Look at all those pores. She needs better skincare regimens. Don't you, babe? What do I need to not call you babe? I think it's weird calling a character that you make babe, because it's like... There was this comic I saw, a little comic strip on Facebook a while ago. It was, a guy draws a stick man and says, "Oh, thanks for giving me life, Dad." Then he turns it into a girl. He's like, "Oh, I'm female. Awesome, thanks, Dad." Then puts her in a schoolgirl outfit. Like, well, I say schoolgirl. Oh, got a message. I say schoolgirl. What I mean is a graduation uniform, which is, "Oh yeah, I graduated university. You're the best." Then he draws tentacles, and she's like, "What's happening?" Like, that's where it stops. But like, that's that little thing there is part of why I think it's weird to have sexual desires towards a character you created. And it's a stupid thing. It's a stupid little thing to be hung up on, but it's one of those things I can't not think about now. Anyway, let's upgrade this shield. Like, I wanted this shield because it goes with the armour. That's right, my defence was based on fashion again. Also, I like the look of the round shields. Like, I like round shields, but for the most part, they really aren't that useful. There we are. Make it as stable as I can. Let's do a little bit more of this bloody dungeon play. Well, not dungeon. We've got past the dungeon. I wonder how many times I've died in this playthrough. I don't keep count. No, I've got someone messaging me. Got to put this on vibrate so it doesn't keep going ba-ding in the mix, because it might go ba-ding. Now I could just ignore the message, don't get me wrong, but I feel really guilty when I do that. Unless I am actively avoiding someone, I don't like to just ignore messages. Another gargoyle. Like, I wonder how, like, stone creatures actually fly, like, in context. 'Cause he's got to weigh a bloody ton. No, I have no faith that I'm going to kill this guy. Oh, fuck. I forgot to burn the bone shard, didn't I? There we go. Right, and here we go. Now this place, the Profaned Capitol, is the home of Yhorm the Giant. One of my favourite bosses when it comes to lore. Like, he's quite easy to beat because the weapon that's in the room waiting for you is designed to kill him. Again, that's all based on the lore, is that there's a whole lore reason for it. And that's fine, you know, I don't mind that at all. It's just, I don't like swapping weapons. But I will, because it's expedient. I'm not doing a challenge run here. I'm not doing a, you know, beat bosses without using the obvious bullshit tactics that exist to beat them run. Which someone needs to come up with a better name for. Because that was just a mess of words. Where's the bow? There it is. Because there's a guy here who, again, I'm just going to utilise cheap tactics to win. Again, you're not coming to me for, like, a skill amazing playthrough. You're coming to me just for a basic, I'm sitting down, I'm chilling out, I'm playing Dark Souls. God damn it, these aren't hitting him. I forget that most of the times I do this, I'm on my main character, and she has a great bow. Well, it went for his legs. Do I get points for that? And now my analog stick's misbehaving. Okay. Do I have feather arrows? No. Well, I'm going to keep trying because he's a pain in the ass. There we go. Now he's pissed. And he's just going to happily waste some magic. It's just that flame hammer he's using can be quite irritating to have to contend with. And he will get poisoned if he stands in this, so I'm sort of just going to let him do that. Like I say, I am not the best player. I do what works. Keep pressing the lock on, hoping against hope that I'm close enough. He's just going to stand there. Ow! It's okay, he's nearly dead, so I've got this. There we go. Like I say, I don't give a fuck. Just gotta be careful, because this isn't poison, this is toxic, which is a whole other mess. I really wish the quiver was more on the back. Like, I mean, well, it's on the back now, but it's, you know, like more traditional. Is that the word? It doesn't matter, it's just, you know. I don't really need that anymore anyway. Let's put my shield back on. Gotcha. There are some other items in this area, but nothing that's useful to me. I might come back later and get it. Get them, even. That might be something I do before New Game Plus as a little bonus episode. I just go through the areas that still have items in them that I've missed, or little bits of them that I've missed, and just get them. Like in there, there's stuff in there, but nothing that you need if you're doing the playthrough I'm doing. I'll come and get it later. And I'm not just saying that because I'm suffering from a terminal condition known as laziness. There is a cure, but I can't be asked. And this position is also uncomfortable now. There we go. Oh, someone's moving around outside. This isn't a very convenient cell. Let's talk to him.
You are a saint. Once again, you are my valiant savior. I, Siegfried of Katarina, express my deepest gratitude. Take this, a token of my thanks. Go on. It's all you... no, please. Go on ahead. I've my own and a duty to...
Yeah.
No, please.
Right, I'm pretty sure that means I've done this right, which means he will appear at the boss fight. Don't hold me to that, it doesn't always work. I do want to go grab this stuff that's up here. And I also want to exploit something that I think I only learned 2 playthroughs ago. That there are invisible enemies here. Like, I thought the game just spawned them in. But it does not. They're just hiding. Which is really rude of them. There we go. Jaina's keyring. I was going to say, did I rest? But I did rest. So if I do go back up to free the woman now, I have to get through those jailers again. We'll do that next time. We'll get Carla the Witch next time, okay? Right now, I kind of just want to get to Yhorm and deal with Yhorm. Actually, I do have to go this way now, so yeah, grab the items that are in here. I mean, I am going to kill that fucking thing. That was a woman. It looks like a hippo. Like, mated with something even more off-putting. It tried to headbutt me with its fist. Ow. Well, watch out, because it will try to eat you. There we go. Yay, done. That's what I wanted. Court Sorcerer set. Don't ever plan to wear it. Should I fight that Mimic? Let's fight this Mimic. There we go. That's what he said. Something that really concerns me is this little room here. It's completely pointless. From what I've got in here, I've hit every wall, destroyed all those pots before. I can't figure out why it exists. Maybe they planned to put something in there and it just never saw the light of day. I don't know. Doesn't matter. To Yhorm. I might speed some of these bits up. Right. Profaned Capitol time, baby. Now, we're going to do another cheap little thing to get this done more efficiently. We're going to drop down here, basically. That's the Profaned Flame they're shooting at us. Gotta watch out, it does a fair amount of damage. See? I wasn't lying. Would I lie to you? I mean, yes, I would, but would I lie to you about that? Yes, I would. Oh, hello, there's a dude here in what looks to be the wrong position. There's also something over here. Let's go nick this. Now, this is the Profaned Capitol, but there's not much of a city or civilization down here, is there? I mean, you've got like that one tower there. And that big gap there reminds me of Things Betwixt from, what do you call it? That other Dark Souls 2. There we go. It shouldn't have been that hard. There's only 3 Dark Souls games. It should not have been that hard to recognise. To name it. I like their daggers because it restores your blue bar with critical attacks. So if you're a mage or or you like to make use of weapon skills, it's quite handy to have one of those daggers on you when you go in for critical hits. We're almost there. There we go, we're almost done. We're almost at the bit we need to be at. Okay. Right, I am tense for the wrong reasons. There we go. That's why it worked, thank God.
Yhorm, old friend. I, Siegward of the Knights of Katarina, have come to uphold my promise. Let the sun shine upon this Lord of
I
Sin.
love his armor and his helm. Sigurd, my man, I need you to distract the lovely Yhorm so that I can get to the sword that will help us kick his ass. Yeah, see, I barely do any damage to him, so... See, 48 damage. That's blocking my whole screen. There we go. Wait, what? It didn't swap weapons. There we are. There we go, now it has. When I first heard about this sword, I was attacking his ankles for ages, wondering why it wasn't doing the damage it was supposed to be doing. If I just hold him still for him. There we are. Right, now he's in proper Lord of Cinder mode. I do like how when this happens without needing a cutscene. One thing I don't like is this sword that's supposed to be good against giants is not good against any giant except Yhorm. It's completely ineffective against Yhorm. Against any other giant. Let him do his... I get really worried because I can't see Sigvard's health bar. And I hate it when he dies before completing his task. Right, he's almost dead.
It seems I am in your debt once again. My thanks. I could have not kept my promise without you. Now, for a final toast. To your valor and my old friend Yhorm. Long may the sun shine.
Long may the sun shine indeed, my friend.
Well, I'm going to have myself a little nap. The only thing to do, really, after a nice toast. You are a true friend. Best of luck with your duty.
There we go.
Unkindled one. The fire fades and awaits its one last lord. Prince Lothric is in your hands. Please save his soul.
Well, okay, I don't really have a choice because, you know, you just sort of kidnapped me. Okay. We've got to dance for the Boreal Valley next. We're going to have a single go at her, and then if that fails, we're going to call it an episode. Same if it succeeds, actually. You know how this works by now. There we go. Answering the messages while I wait.
Prince Lothric is in your hands. Please save his soul. Tell him what he must be
Well, I said I was going to, but I remember that the fight doesn't start until you get close to the end of the room, so... Let's go back to the shrine bonfire. No, you know what? You know what? I will try to fight at least once. Might as well. Let's do this. Spooky. Well, not spooky, just, you know. Like, either she's drooling, or she's very moist at what's about to happen. Neither is a pleasant idea. And I know it's, I'm just going to say it, that her arse is very prominent. I'm not sure what to think of it. I kind of want that armor now. She's a rather enchanting monster, isn't she? And she doesn't like my sword very much, does she? I'm used to fighting her with a host. Usually I hang around this area to help people fight her, because there's people at all ends of the game fighting her. Like, there's the ones who have just beaten Yorm or Aldrich, and then there are those more masochistic players who go after her when they're horrendously underleveled. Just got to stay behind one of these for a little while. That keeps us safe. I didn't mean to press that. I didn't mean to drink that. I prefer to let her attack before I attack. Oh, she's doing that, so never mind. Stab you in the butt with these knives. I love her veil. I think her veil is awesome. Oh, got to get away from that. A lot of players get killed by that. I see. You can tell the experienced from the inexperienced in those moments, because the experienced don't go near her when she's doing that thing. Like, the inexperienced player will see an opening. Oh, fucking hell. Will see that as an opening to attack her, unaware that it's about to ruin their bloody day. It's not really worth the throwing knives to do that, is it? Now Essus. There we go. I like the soundtrack to this fight. Okay, I like the soundtrack to virtually every fight in the game, but I follow this one channel, Vadi Vidya? I think that's him. He's a Dark Souls expert, and he did this video where he was showing secrets in the game, and one of them was this world state thing, where there's like different skies. One of them is just this big burning sun, which was absolutely beautiful, and he played part of her theme during the footage, and it just lined up so perfectly. And I was like, oh yeah, Dancer's theme. It's bloody fabulous. And I just fucking beat her. There we go. That went better than I thought it would, actually. I mean, for the most part in this, fighting the bosses is going quite well. There we go. So we're going to go back to Firelink, we're going to do some bits, and then we're going to call it, because we've done quite well. We've done two bosses this time. Two bosses, an area. Yeah. Next time, before I get into it, I'm going to go and get Carla from the dungeon. Let's do some level ups, because I want to start doing faith stuff. Yeah, do all that. Yeah. 3. I can get a couple more, can't I? I can get one more. Let's bring that up to 2 as well. There we go. Let's go speak to Nun Woman. Otherwise she'll want none of us. Ha 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 ha. Braille Divine Tone. Oh dear, that's not what I wanted to give her. Oh dear, that's not good. I may have corrupted her. Okay. Doesn't matter. Buy these Heelys. I can use most of them now as well.
Have a pleasant, I pray for you.
I mean, I've already screwed it up, so... There we go. Got a nice amount of health. Haven't had to use a rigor sacrifice properly. When I say use it, I mean I haven't had to die. So I'm just going to get us back to the dancer, so we're all lined up for the next episode. Because efficiency, but oh no, wait, I was going to go to curse word, bollocks, duck. There we go. Doesn't matter. Again, we'll do all that in the next episode. Fuck it, it's fine. It's fine. We'll be fine. Once again, I'd like to thank you all for watching and listening to my pointless ramblings on bollocks. Yeah. That, yeah, was unnecessary because I already got the phone open to do the stop thing. I'm so used to doing that. It's the same to I hate going, but I do it so much. Like, I did it again. Stop it. Right. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. That's Board Gamer signing off.